If you've been wanting to break into this whole web design, SEO, digital marketing space, but one of the things that is holding you back from serving clients is that inside you just don't feel like you have enough to offer. You don't feel like your skills are really where they need to be in order to offer value. What I want to share with you today is a service that you can offer to clients, even if you have no experience and no skills yet. The reason that you can do this is because there is literally a step-by-step process that shows you exactly what to do and doesn't require any expertise. It just needs to get done in order to see results. So what I love about this is that if you haven't been wanting to offer your services to clients for this very reason, this is one that you know that when you provide this service, it is going to truly offer value to the businesses that you offer it to, and they're going to be able to see real results from it. Now, the trick here is when you get the results for the first client, you watch and you look at the results that they get, and then you take those results and you go show these to potential client number 2. And then you offer that service to them. And then you watch client number 2's results, and you then take results from client number 1 and client number 2, and you go offer it to client number 3. And as you see, that's how that snowball begins. So this is really not about offering anything and everything to every possible client out there. This is really about finding one core service that you can really go in with, build up that client base, and you can always expand from there. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to jump over to the computer so I can not only tell you what this is, but show you exactly how it works. So let me show you just how easy this actually really is to do. So this can work really well if you have a business who has already agreed to do this. This is the process you're going to follow. And this can also work well if you want to reach out to a business to show them that there are some issues so that then you can offer a full audit and the fixes to it. So what we're going to do here is, let's say I want to target pest control businesses. So I'm going to search for pest control, and I'm going to look for a business in Scottsdale. So as we get to the search results, I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to look in the local pack, and we're going to pick this second option here. So now we can see their listing here. And what we want to do is go up to our extensions bar here, and we're going to use the My Web Audit Tool. Now, this is a tool that has a whole host of different types of audits for you to be able to run, but clearly here we are focusing on the Gmb audit, which it is going to default to simply because we are looking at a business listing. So all we're going to do here is keep this listing up on the left-hand side, and we're going to click on Run New Gmb Audit. So now we're going to put in the business's basic information here. We are going to create a new listing here. We're going to put in Gmb Pest Control, and as you can see, it auto-populates here for us, so we're going to select that one. And then we're going to select a contact, or we can create a new one. And we'll just simply put in an information. Let's say the name is John, and it is John at Gmb. Now, I don't know if that's correct, but we're just using this for the sake of example. And let's just put in a demo phone number for the moment. So they're not going to contact the business, so don't be worried about that at all. But it puts in the website URL, and now we want to begin the audit. Now, something you need to know about this audit is that there are both manual checks, meaning you are going to be the one to go in and look for specific elements within this business listing. And after you do that, they are also going to have some automated checks that get done for you. So what we need to do is get through some of these manual checks. Now, here is why it is easy for you, because it's telling you what to look for. So we want to know, is this a claimed business? But let's say you've never done this before and you're like, well, how do I know if it's a claimed business? That's where these little question mark icons come in handy, because they're going to tell you more specifically where to actually look. So it says, has the Gmb profile been claimed or verified? Click on the Own This Business link. And if you see Request Access, it means the profile has been claimed. So here it has the Own This Business link. So now we can click this and go through to see that. But let's say I've already taken a look. I am going to click on the right-hand side of this little toggle bar to mark this as passed. They do have a claimed profile. If they didn't, I would simply click on the left for failed. So we're going to leave that as green. Do they have the actual business name? Some of them you may see just have the service, or maybe they've keyword stuffed it, and that's always going to be a problem. So we'll click that. They do have the address. They do have the phone number. They do have the actual website that is there. Let's see if they have business hours. So if people are wondering when to call, when is okay, that will tell them. So they do not have the business hours, so we're going to mark that as failed. We can look again for the description of the business. Since there's no description, that is another opportunity. Next is the business category. Usually we can see that up here, or we may even see that down near the reviews. So they are showing up as pest control. We do see they have some photos. It is a good idea to go into the photos and see, are these ones that other people have posted? Are the images relevant? Are they professional? Do they give a good glimpse as to what someone should actually see if they were a customer? Or is this going to make people say, hey, they're going to understand the problem that I'm having? So this can help with that. So since this is in the Arizona area, they have a picture of scorpions, which can be a big issue. They can also see all these different types of cockroaches. They see a little pack rat here. So that's good. So we're going to leave that. Now we can always click through to see if they have any more videos in there as well, but I hadn't seen any videos, so we'll say no to that. Okay, the hours did pop up there when I clicked, so we can mark that as yes. Going down to the reviews here, we can see if they responded, and yes, they are actually responding, so that is a good thing. So we'll mark that as yes. Seeing if they have any Google My Business posts, that is an excellent way for them to be able to get more business, get more calls, show off what they're doing. Again, we see the pack rats here, we see scorpions, so all of that is good. We can also see if they have a question answer section. Again, don't forget to hover over this if you have any questions about what these things are. So we don't see any Q&A here, so we can mark that as no, and we'll look to see if they have any social profiles linked, which we don't see, so we'll mark that as no. See, so now already that audit is done. So again, no emails are going to be sent during this step. Do not worry, my web audit is not going to contact a business ever, unless for some reason you go into their system, you use their email template, you put in your email, and then they'll send it on your behalf, but it's all through you. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this Run Audit button. Now, as I mentioned, they're going to be running some of those automated checks, and they're going to compile that with the manual checks that you just did. So what you did, as you can see, very, very basic. Now, I'm glad that they popped this up here so that you can see this as well, that if you can get access to, which I highly recommend if you have a paying client for this, because that way you're getting much more insightful information, is connect their Google My Business account to My Web Audit so it can pull in data for you. So this is really going to allow you to see what you can do. So that'll just walk you straight forward through the process, not a big deal. Here we have now our audits here, and as you can see, it is already done super quick. And now what we can do is choose to go in here and email the report off if we want to. If we want to go in and edit or customize any part of the report, we can do that. Otherwise, we can just click view and download. We have our Google My Business Audit, of course, and we can view the report, or we can generate a PDF or a PowerPoint. That way we're taking this and being able to present this to a client. So I'll just show you what this looks like here real quick. But as you can see, I mean, this is literally a matter of minutes of work, and now you have already done the audit and you have this really professional presentation that you can share that looks like it took you a lot of time to put together. So it's given a little snapshot here of the actual business listing, talking about what this is going to do. So again, if you're new and you're wanting to provide this service because you don't have a lot of experience, this is a visual you can put in between you and the client. You both have something to look at, so they're not just looking at you, and this guides your conversation. So that's why this is so amazing to have. And this talks about Google My Business, the importance, how they scored. This particular business got a 79 out of 100, but there are still some things that we can work on. So this is not saying, oh, you have all these bad things, do this, this, and this. This is also showing them what some of the good things are. So we can show them where they failed, but it's also showing that we're not just going in and just trying to just take over everything, tell them everything they're doing is awful. So this is much more realistic here. So gives them a lot of information. If they want to learn more, they can click, and this will give them some more information about that. So very, very helpful here. And so as it goes through all the information, understanding what should I do next, this is also a bit of a mini training for you to understand as you read this yourself before giving this to a client. It's going to be relatively the same as you go through for these different clients. You're going to be much more confident in what to say and how to answer questions about this as well. So all of this information is here. And as you see, you can jump to specific parts of the report here, and you can click on recommendations. And that's going to take you, of course, to where we are right now, which is what should I do next? Okay, we need some videos. We need to be looking at questions and answers. We want to increase your visibility and revenue. So if this is something that you're emailing to a client, this is getting them to go ahead and schedule that call with you so you can get on. Ideally, I love to take a presentation and have it on a phone call. Share your desktop, or if you can't share your desktop, it's a phone call. Email them this presentation, email them the link to it as you get on the phone, not before. So that way you can have them pull it up and you can walk through it with them, making sure that they focus on some of the key areas that you want to, and go ahead and close that deal. So as you can see here, when we go back to some of the specific recommendations, this is giving you your target points of what is it that you can work on. So here this is, we can write a business description and include that in. We can work on some of the questions and answers. Maybe they actually do want help with their Google My Business posts and their social media profiles. So this does open some different opportunities here. But like I said, at the end of the day, you're given a to-do list of exactly what to do. And most of this here really just isn't rocket science. You don't need to have a lot of expertise for this. This is just about making sure that this is there. So it is a much more complete profile and is going to get more results. So I hope that this has been really, really helpful for you. If you have any questions, and definitely if this is something you think you're going to try out, drop a comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching. More like this coming your way soon.